Most people associate diabetes with high blood sugar and insulin resistance. But few realize its profound effects on the autonomic nervous system, especially the nerves that control bladder function. Diabetic autonomic neuropathy is a type of nerve damage caused by chronically elevated blood glucose. It affects the nerves that regulate bladder sensation and control. Over time, this leads to a condition known as diabetic cystopathy, where the bladder can't fully empty or sends false signals to the brain during the night. A study published in the Journal of Urology found that up to 83% of people with long-standing diabetes experience some level of bladder dysfunction, often starting with nocturia. Another study in neurourology and urodynamics reported that diabetic patients have significantly higher rates of detrusor overactivity, uncontrolled bladder muscle contractions that lead to frequent urination, especially at night. Poor glycemic control also promotes inflammation in the bladder lining, making it more sensitive and reducing its holding capacity. This is why managing blood sugar alone often isn't enough. Supporting the nervous system and bladder wall with anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective foods becomes critical. In this video, we're diving into 3 powerhouse vegetables that may help reduce nocturnal urination by targeting the root cause: diabetic neuropathy and inflammation of the bladder wall. We'll explore the mechanisms backed by research, debunk common myths, and provide specific eating strategies to regain bladder control naturally. 1. Bitter melon, Momordica carrantia, the nerve-protecting powerhouse. Bitter melon isn't just a traditional Asian vegetable, it's a scientifically supported medicinal food. Several studies have shown that bitter melon contains compounds like charantin and polypeptide P that mimic insulin, helping lower blood glucose. But what makes it exceptional for nighttime urination is its impact on nerve regeneration and inflammation. In a study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology, 2019, bitter melon extract demonstrated significant neuroprotective effects in diabetic rats, showing reduced markers of oxidative stress and improved nerve conduction velocity. These effects are vital for diabetic patients because nerve damage is one of the core reasons why the bladder sends faulty signals, waking you up at night even when it's not full. Additionally, bitter melon has mild diuretic and anti-inflammatory properties that may help detoxify the urinary tract without overstimulating it. When used in moderation and during the day, never close to bedtime, bitter melon may support both blood sugar balance and healthier bladder signaling. How to use it: steam or stir-fry thinly sliced bitter melon with garlic and turmeric for an anti-inflammatory effect. Consume half a cup daily with lunch for 4 to 6 weeks to assess response. Caution: avoid overuse or evening consumption as it may cause a paradoxical increase in urination due to its diuretic effect if eaten too late. 2. Okra, the gut and bladder healer. Okra is often overlooked, but it may be one of the best vegetables for people with diabetes and bladder dysfunction. Rich in soluble fiber and antioxidants, okra forms a mucilaginous, gel-like substance that soothes the gastrointestinal tract and urinary lining. One of the biggest contributors to bladder irritation in diabetics is inflammation. According to a 2015 study in Pharmaceutical Biology, okra extract significantly reduced inflammation markers like TNF-alpha and IL-6 in diabetic animal models. These are the same inflammatory molecules elevated in diabetic cystopathy, but the benefits go further. Okra also supports gut microbiome diversity, which indirectly impacts nerve signaling and immune balance. Since over 70% of the immune system resides in the gut, strengthening this axis can lead to fewer flare-ups in the urinary tract and better nerve coordination. Okra is also a mild blood sugar stabilizer. Its fiber content slows glucose absorption and helps regulate insulin response, indirectly supporting nerve repair. How to use it: add 4 to 5 slices of fresh okra to soups or stews 3 to 4 times a week. Avoid frying, which destroys its mucilage and antioxidant content, for extra gut soothing. Benefits: try a simple okra water infusion. Soak 2 to 3 sliced pods in a glass of water overnight and drink on an empty stomach in the morning. Expert tip: pairing okra with magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens may enhance nerve regeneration further. 3. Cabbage, the anti-inflammatory bladder shield. Cabbage may seem ordinary, but its power lies in its sulfur-containing compounds, especially glucosinolates and sulforaphane. These phytochemicals help reduce systemic inflammation and oxidative stress, both major drivers of nerve degeneration and bladder irritation. A 2020 review in Molecules noted that cabbage extract reduced inflammation and oxidative damage in bladder cells, improving their barrier function and reducing urgency. Cabbage is also rich in vitamin K, folate, and vitamin C, nutrients essential for nerve health and collagen production, which helps maintain the bladder's structural integrity. It's also low in calories and high in hydration, which allows it to support urinary health without overloading the system. Red cabbage in particular contains anthocyanins, compounds shown to protect nerves and blood vessels in diabetic models. How to use it: enjoy lightly steamed or raw cabbage as part of salads or stir-fries. Aim for 1 cup per day, ideally with lunch or dinner. Fermented cabbage, sauerkraut, adds probiotic benefits, supporting gut-bladder nerve axis. Myth buster: while some believe cruciferous veggies like cabbage cause bloating, steaming reduces these effects while preserving benefits. Meet Mr. Allen, a 62-year-old retired teacher with type 2 diabetes for over 15 years. He was waking up 3 to 4 times nightly to urinate, leaving him fatigued and frustrated. Conventional meds helped little. After reviewing his diet, we introduced 3 interventions: half a cup of bitter melon with lunch 5 days per week, okra water every morning, steamed cabbage daily with dinner. After 6 weeks, his nighttime urination dropped to once per night. His fasting blood glucose improved from 160 mg per deciliter to 125 mg per deciliter. He reported deeper sleep, improved mood, and better control over daytime urgency. This simple change in diet, when combined with stable glucose control, supported bladder healing naturally, without additional medication. Nighttime urination isn't just a symptom, it's a message from your nervous system. And ignoring it means letting diabetic nerve damage silently progress. But the good news? Nature provides tools that support healing from the inside out. By adding bitter melon, okra, and cabbage to your weekly meal plan, you're not just eating healthier, you're actively nourishing the very tissues and nerves that keep your bladder strong and responsive. As always, consult your healthcare provider before making dietary changes, especially if you have kidney conditions or take medications that affect urination. If this video helped you, drop a comment with your experience or questions. Subscribe for more science-backed strategies to master diabetes through nutrition and lifestyle. Your journey to better sleep and bladder health starts now.